fell into hairdressing about 7 years ago. I literally was at a bit of a crossroad with what I wanted to do in life. I was studying games development at college. I wanted to learn how to create characters for video games and design them. I was in a situation within my family that I knew I needed to have a full-time job. From there, I ended up getting an apprenticeship, and ever since then, I absolutely have just fallen in love with it. It took me about a year to really love hairdressing. Any job that I've ever done, I've always put 100% in and put my mind to it, whether I enjoy it or not. And when I first started hairdressing, I actually thought to myself, God, this is way harder than I expected it to be. And I think that's why it took me about a year to really love it, because it was way more challenging than I expected it to be. And from then, you know, having the knowledge and the skills, any challenge after that has just been like exciting. So now I absolutely love hairdressing. I could never imagine doing anything else. But yeah, I just stuck at it, kept my mind to it, and from there, like, everything has just sort of fallen into place. I'd probably say about 3 years ago, I finally got a really decent pair of scissors, which was a Matakki pair of scissors. Up until then, I think for years I was using like my college scissors still. I was just still getting them sharpened, and people I worked with was like, what are those? Then my old boss really kindly gave me a really nice pair of scissors. And I used them for a while, and I thought it's time to invest in a pair of scissors of my own. And the first thing that drew me to their scissors was the pair of Reapers with like the little skeleton on. I just saw them and I thought, those scissors are totally me. And I went for more of like the look of them before I actually knew anything about the scissors. From there, once I started using them, I just realised how amazing they were. The quality is amazing. Like, my haircuts have never been so good ever since I've used them. And I don't honestly think I could, hand on heart, like, ever use any other pair of scissors. Like, even before working for them, I have always sworn by using them. So I would never use any of those scissors. So I'd probably say my biggest achievement up until owning a salon with my partner would be when I worked for GHD. The reason why I ended up going to work for GHD is I really pushed myself to get out of my comfort zone. You know, I'd been in a bit of a bad place, and I just really wanted to focus on like overcoming anxiety. And my New Year's resolution to myself was to always do something that terrified you or scared you, just to help you like move forward and push yourself out of your comfort zone. And one thing I had to do with them was go into salons, teach other hairdressers, teach them skills, teach them how to sort of take photos, how to get the best out of their equipment and tools. And for me, that was absolutely terrifying, and I felt so proud of myself for overcoming that. And ever since I've done that, like, I do feel like my confidence has grown, and I just feel more confident in educating as well and speaking to people. And then obviously from there, opening up the Beverley Salon with my partner. That has been the next biggest achievement. I never wanted to get away from hairdressing because I love it. Like, I love my clients, I love everyday hairdressing. So I'm always striving to like perfect techniques that I already know, and just try and better myself so I can like teach other people as well. Better myself to sort of better the next upcoming hairdressers. Professional plans, I would probably say also going down the educational route. Like I've said previously, I do really enjoy educating, not just because I'm teaching other people things, but for my own personal growth as well. I think it's really important to constantly push yourself. So I would probably say my favourite memory up until this point is when I was learning to hairdress. I was really, really fortunate to have so much one-to-one time with a girl who trained me in everything. and she is now one of my really, really good friends. She taught me everything that I know, and all the basics she taught me I still put into place today. I teach that to other people, and one thing, you know, that's always really stuck with me is how much time and effort she put into me. So I always believe if someone has taught you something, you should always then give back and teach somebody else. And just the way she taught me, her attitude towards the industry has always stuck with me throughout every single day in my working career. And obviously I've created a really good friend from that as well. That would probably be the most important memory to me, because I always think the first person that ever taught you is the most memorable person to you. You could get taught by so many people, and I think someone could just explain something that just suddenly clicks or makes sense, or they can be really good at explaining something, and that person will always stick with you. So that is probably the most memorable and my favourite memory of my whole hairdressing career. My go-to pair would be the Icons. They are just so sleek, they are so sharp, and they're amazing for cutting men's hair, women's hair, short hair, long hair. You can get so much texture using them. Even the texturizing scissors that come with the pair, they just, you know, they can take out as much weight or as little weight as you need them to, depending on how quickly you use them. They also come in two different colours. They come in silver and rose gold. I have the rose gold ones. They're just a really, really nice pair of scissors. They've got a good weight to them. You know, you just almost feel like your cut is in control when you use something such good quality. The hair industry naturally changes all the time anyway. You know, there's always new trends, there's always new tools, there's always new equipment, there's always new well-known hairdressers or barbers on the scene. So in that aspect, I would say hairdressing changes constantly. You know, there's always something fresh happening. I would probably say the biggest thing that I would expect to change in the next year is maybe more of the education side. I think with styles and trends, it's natural for those to constantly change with times, with season, with fashion. But I would say with education, perhaps maybe that would change slightly in a way that, you know, as a salon here, we are trying to change education slightly. You know, we're trying to give people chances who maybe haven't had chances before, or people who have struggled financially. We're trying to help as many people as possible, and we're also trying to sort of break that niche of environments people have maybe previously worked in, and really focus on having a really positive, welcoming, educational environment where people build each other up and not judge each other or, you know, compare themselves to anybody else. Just really learn to sort of create their own unique styles, learn from everyone around them, and just be encouraged by everybody around them and enjoy learning. Overall, I would say, moving forward, really focusing on educating, you know, producing the best quality of education for the next upcoming hairdressers, and even hairdressers that have been in the industry a long time as well, people that have been in it for a lot longer than I have. Just sort of being able to bring something fresh and new techniques and more excitement